New details tonight on the barricade situation on the Big Island that resulted in an officer getting injured, and the suspect is now in custody. Eric Nacton reports.
The bomb guys are really smart, and they're really good at figuring out who to call in the right situation. So I'm completely deferring to their expertise.
A man is arrested after a lengthy standoff in Volcano on Hawaii Island that reportedly lasted about 24 hours. It happened Wednesday morning and carried over into Thursday.
So when officers arrive, they see a male standing outside the house, and they approach him to talk to him. And when they approach him to talk to him, at one point he brandishes what appears to be a handgun, and he threatens officers and retreats back into the house. So the officers call for additional assistance. And so the officers approach the house in order to deliver a cell phone and then retreat so that the male can retrieve the cell phone, and now we can have a telephone conversation. And as officers approach the house in order to drop off the cell phone to talk to the suspect, Mr. Page, fires his handgun at the officers through the closed front door. The negotiations and communications are very sporadic. There are occasionally shots that are heard being fired in the house, but we don't believe there's anybody else in the house besides Mr. Page. So at this point, he's we consider him to be a barricaded suspect.
The ordeal lasted into the overnight hours. Then shortly after 9 a.m. Thursday morning, a bold move was made.
5 officers immediately, as soon as they enter the house, they're met with gunfire. We see Page escape from the other part of the house, and the officers immediately set up a larger perimeter. Unfortunately, this perimeter contains a very heavily wooded area, and after about 40 minutes to an hour of combing through this while establishing a perimeter, we were eventually able to locate Mr. Page hiding in that wooded area.
58-year-old Shawn Edward Page was arrested for attempted murder and trespassing. Officers reportedly learned that he was wanted for questioning connected to a previous incident involving his dog.
After this, the scene was kind of calmed down and the suspect was in custody. Then they went to execute the search warrant. And in executing the search warrant, we located 2 additional operable firearms inside the house. And then concerningly, we also located a small improvised explosive device inside the house as well. So we're still holding the perimeter of the house. We have bomb technicians.
Meanwhile, the injured officer is an 18-year veteran. He received several dozen stitches to his leg and was treated and released from the hospital. The officer who fired at Page will be placed on administrative leave, which is standard following a critical incident, to make sure the officer is mentally, physically, and emotionally prepared to return. Page received minor injuries. He was transported to the East Hawaii Detention Facility at the Hilo Station awaiting criminal charges. Eric Nacton, Island News.